We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those.
Something big about to happen. I hear the beat tapping. We some fly rhyming felines rapping on the track. Better yet, grab a gat, cause we hot like doors closed, windows up, cause that's the way we like to ride. Windy City hitting. Check mic 1 2 1 2. We live, baby.
What's up, Chicago? And welcome back to episode 611 of Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Ms. Hip Hop. And today I'll be talking about Jill Scott's sixth studio album, To Whom This May Concern, which was released on February 13th, 2026 by Blues Babe, Human Resources, and The Orchard. This is Jilly's first full-length project in 10 years. The album features collaborations from Ab-Soul, Jid, Tierra Whack, and Too Short, along with productions from longtime collaborator Andre Harris and Adam Blackstone Camper, DJ Premier, and Trombone Shorty. Now, before I talk to y'all real quick about my favorite tracks on this project, let's talk cover artwork, okay? The album cover for Jill Scott's 2026 album, To Whom This May Concern, is a dope and powerful painting portrait created by Chicago-based artist Marcellus Lovelace. Shout out to him. It represents a deliberate artistic return to music for Jill Scott, signaling a theme of intentionally self-love and resilience. Okay, so y'all can see that the art includes empowering handwritten style text directly on the canvas of a black nude woman with large yellow earrings and a matching collar necklace. And like on the body of it, it says like words of affirmations: you can't touch me, we can save ourselves, and one day we will destroy all of those who wish to harm us. And it repeats the message of we fight. Now, this is just in time for Black History Month 2026, because God knows that we need this now. The cover represents a higher self and a North Philly coded return focusing on liberation of the Black experience, sexuality, and self-assurance. The painting serves as a direct visual introduction to the album's themes of overcoming political, social, and economical challenges through community, love, and faith. Now, like I said, this album was delivered to us at the right time. I had my listening ears on, which means I studied the lyrics of some of my favorite tracks, like North Side featuring Tierra Whack, where this is Jill Scott's performance piece. I say that because she hits us with some lyrical rhymes. Yes, Jilly is rapping on the track, and it's dope as hell. You know, the beat is crazy, and she's spitting bars over the primo beat. And she goes, I add a whole woman of grace in every color, every spectral prism. Yeah, go ahead and say that twice. Every bar that I spit is from living in lights. She nice. You think I don't see it? My glow shines from the solar plex of my being. She sweet and she tough. I could give you my all, but it's never enough. Now, let me break these lyrics down in my own way. Now, when Jill says, I add a whole woman of grace, she's not just talking about femininity. She's talking about elevation and bringing completeness to the table. No half stepping over here, not fragmented, but a whole woman, graceful but grounded. And that's the power wrapped in softness. And that's some real divine balance right there, you know? And when she goes in every color, every spectral prism, that's her depth, her layers. She's saying that she's not just one dimensional. She's all frequencies, every mood, every shade, every vibration. And you can be nurturing and be assertive and vulnerable at the same time. You are a fuel of spectrum of womanhood, period. Now, when Jill said, yeah, go ahead and say that twice, yo, that's pure confidence. That's affirmation. She's telling you to run that back and let it echo, because sometimes truth needs to be repeated for people to really hear it. Now, every bar that I spit is from living in light. This is her authenticity coming out. And she's not just rapping from fantasies. She's not fabricating pain. She's speaking from a healing place, from growth, from awareness. Living in light means you did the shadow work. You walked through the darkness, but you chose to illuminate anyway. And that's some grown woman energy right there. She's nice. That's surface level. That's what they see. You think that she don't see it? Now she's checking them. She's aware that she's not naive of how people perceive her to be. Like, her aura is visible, When Jill said, my glow shines from my solar plex of my being, that's spiritual flexing right there. The solar plex is about power, confidence, identity. That's that inner fire. That's self-worth radiating, not glowing because of validation. You glowing because of your core is aligned with your true destination. Now, I could give you my all, but it's never enough. That's vulnerable. That's the question of reciprocating. That's that woman who gives fully but wonders if she's fully valued. That line, it just hits different because it's not weakness, it's awareness. Like, do you ever know what you're really being offered here? I don't know, the whole verse just makes me feel like self-affirmation mixed with accountability. It's a woman owning her light and all the layers of her power, and that right there is some dope shit to me. Okay, my next track that stood out to me was Booty. I think I'm saying it right, but it's spelled BPOTY, featuring Too Short, and it stands for Biggest Pimp of the Year. Now, in this song, Jilly is not talking about the anatomy. She's actually criticizing the exploitative institutions like religious and medical styles of abuse of prostitution. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting pimped by the system. And listen, when she links up with Too Short and Booty, she's not playing it safe at all, y'all. She's making you think twice and flipping the narrative. She starts off the verse saying, preacher man, what you trying to do? Trying to get this money? That's all you do. When mama ain't got squat, but you take that too. You ain't good for the people. That's why I ain't moved. Where's the universities? Where's all the food for free? People can't pay their bills, but you still riding around in the Coupe de Ville. Not giving a hoot about what she's saying because she's spitting the truth. You know what I'm saying? She's breaking those. I'm not breaking these lyrics down because it's just pretty much self-explanatory. Everybody grew up in the church where they want you to give offering, but the church ain't expanded not one bit. I know I did growing up in Chicago, but listen to the song, y'all, because the beat, it sounds just like a disco funk from the 70s, and it's truly dope how she's talking over the track. I'll give you one more. Okay, this is another track I like to talk about on To Whom This May Concern by Jill Scott. It's called Pay You on Tuesday. Now, off the bat, that title caught my attention, and the lyrics too, they hit. Jill says, I don't want no more nigga blues. I just can't do it. Yo, how you go on a trip and not pay your mortgage? I don't want no more. And you in jail again this weekend? I don't want no more. You ain't got your child support for real? I don't want no more. You bought a dress? I don't want no more nigga blues when your house is a mess. I don't want no more. Now, Jill isn't just talking about a black person in general. Like, come on now. She's talking about any ignorant motherfucker that ain't got their priorities in order. Now, what I respect most about her pen game is that she could be singing lush and free, sliding into some spoken word or just plain spitting truth with no fluff. This album, to me, feels like a soulful handbook for anyone rebuilding their confidence back again. If you need reminding of who you are, Jill sent this directly to you. And if you ignore it, that's on you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Speak Your Mind Radio. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode, 612, with my cousin Nate from Canada. We'll be talking about Tupac's What You Gonna Do for Love and breaking down that lyrical form. I love y'all so much. Make sure you follow me on Speak Your Mind Radio YouTube, and anywhere you get your music fix from, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify. And yeah, I love you all so much, and leave a comment below if you're going to run to listen to this album, because it's truly dope. I only gave y'all a few pieces of what she was really saying in this album. All right, talk to you later. Peace.